Hey there, this is Rajni Jha, and this is the sixth part of Subject and Verb Agreement. Here is the slide where you can read about me. I'm a faculty of English at Paramount Coaching Center. I have taught at KD campus as well. I graduated from Ramjas College, Delhi University. I did B.Ed from IPU, that is Indraprastha University. And if you like the video, do rate, review, and recommend it. Also, you can follow me at Unacademy at this link. We have covered 7 rules so far. This is the 8th one, and this is about relative pronoun. So, before starting with the rule, you really need to know how could you identify the relative pronoun in any sentence. I'm not going to go into details because we will study about them in detail in the topic of pronoun. For the time being, just remember that any WH word like what, whom, who, which, etc., and the word that, when used in the middle of the sentence, generally are relative pronoun. And they are called relative pronoun because they relate the part of sentence before them to the part of sentence after them. Okay, so this is about relative pronoun, and this is pretty easy. This simply says that whenever there is a relative pronoun in a sentence, the noun or pronoun right before it is the main subject. And since this is the main subject, every verb and other part of speech after relative pronoun has to be in accordance with this noun or pronoun only. Easy, right? So here you just need to find, first of all, you need to find out the relative pronoun, that is the WH word in the middle of the sentence, and then find out the noun or pronoun before that relative pronoun, that is the main subject. So every verb and other part of speech after that relative pronoun should be in accordance with that noun or pronoun only. If that noun is singular, the verb will be singular. If that noun is plural, the verb will be plural. As simple as that. Now look at the following sentences. First, it is I who is, am, are, your teacher. Now here you can see that there is a WH word in the middle of the sentence, that is who. Now this is a relative pronoun here. It actually relates the pronoun I with its extra information, that is the teacher. Okay. So here, as I've already told you, according to this rule, the noun or pronoun before a relative pronoun is the subject. So here I is the main subject. Now you'll have to use a verb according to I. Now tell me, out of is, am, are, what should be used with I? I've already told you in the first video, in the first part of subject and verb agreement, that with I we use am. Therefore the correct sentence would be, it is I who am your teacher. I'm repeating it. No matter how weird the sentence looks, no matter how weird it sounds, do not deviate from the rule. Stick to the rules if you want to get it right. Next, she is one of the student or students who obey or obeys her or their teacher. Now here there are two rules which are combined. First of all, you can see the one with the rule that we have studied in rule number 7, that after one, if there is of as a preposition and then there is article the, after that the noun has to be plural. So after one of the noun has to be plural, so I would choose students. So the first half would be, she is one of the students, right? Now you can see there is a relative pronoun in this sentence. The relative pronoun is who. And you already know that the noun or pronoun before the relative pronoun is the main subject. So here the main subject is students. Now students is plural, and that is why every verb and other part of speech after this relative pronoun who would be plural only. So now you have to choose between obey and obeys. And I told you in the first part of subject and verb agreement that a verb without s or es is plural. A verb with s or es is singular. Here I need a plural verb. So I would choose obey. And between her and there, which is plural? There is plural. Therefore, the sentence would be, she is one of the students who obey their teacher. Now, this rule has one exception though. Whenever you find the phrase only one of, see, this is very important. If you find the phrase only one of, then you'll have to keep in mind that here only one word can be the main subject, and that is this word one. So if there is this phrase only one of in the sentence, then this should click in your mind that the main subject is one. Okay, so now I know the main subject is one. Now let's talk about the other parts of speech and other noun and pronoun, etc. So again, the sentence starts with she is only one of the students. So I know after one of the noun has to be plural. So I would choose students. But here, that relative pronoun rule will not apply, will not be applicable. So here, every verb and other part of speech after this relative pronoun has to be in accordance with the word one. And I know that this word one is singular in construction, so I'll have to choose a singular verb as well as a singular part of speech. Between obey and obeys, which is singular? Obviously, obeys is singular. I just told you that verb with s or es is singular. So I will choose obeys. And between there and her, which is singular, her is singular. Therefore, the sentence becomes she is only one of the students who or that obeys her teacher. Okay, now you'll have to choose between who and that. How would you do that? See, if you find the word only or any superlative degree of adjective in a sentence. For example, good is a positive degree, better, comparative, and best is a superlative degree, right? Almost every adjective has a superlative degree. So if you find the word only or any superlative degree in the sentence, there is only one relative pronoun that can be used, and that is that. So this sentence would be she is only one of the students that obeys her teacher. Next sentence. He is one of the best student or students who or that is or are punctual. Now you can see here only one of the is not the phrase, right? Here simply one of the is used. So here the subject would be the one before relative pronoun. So again, after one of the best, the noun has to be plural. So I would choose students. Now there is a relative pronoun here used. I have to choose between who and that. I would choose that because there is a superlative degree in the sentence, and I just told you if you have any superlative degree or the word only in a sentence, you should use that as a relative pronoun. Now here, since only is not used in the sentence, the noun before relative pronoun has to be the main subject. So here the main subject would be students, which is plural. So now I'll have to choose a plural verb after relative pronoun as well. So I would choose are. And the sentence becomes he is one of the best students that are punctual. Last sentence, this is the only one of his books or book that or which has or have been published so far. Now as soon as I see the phrase only one of the, only or only one of his, I know that the subject is one. Okay, so I have to choose a verb according to this subject one. Since the subject is singular, I will choose has. Okay, now I have to choose between books and book. So I know that after one of and the possessive case, a plural noun has to be used. So I will choose books. And between the relative pronoun that and which, I would choose that because here only the word only is used. And I've already told you if there is the word only in the sentence or there is a superlative degree in the sentence, you'll have to choose only one relative pronoun, and that is that. So the sentence becomes this is the only one of his books that has been published so far. Okay. I'm just going to repeat it for the sake of those who didn't get it or just missed some of the concepts, because this rule has a lot of concepts. So the first thing you need to remember is whenever you find a relative pronoun in a sentence, the noun and pronoun right before it is the main subject. How can you identify the relative pronoun? Any WH word or that used in the sentence, in the middle of the sentence, act as a relative pronoun in general. So, since this noun or pronoun is the main subject, the verb and other part of speech used after relative pronoun will be in accordance with this noun or pronoun only. Now, we saw some of the examples, and there is one exception to this rule, and that is when the phrase only one of the is used. If the phrase only one of the is used, then the noun or pronoun before relative pronoun is not the main subject. It will be the word one. So, every noun or pronoun after the relative pronoun has to be in accordance with the word one, which is singular. Moreover, if the word only or any superlative degree is used in the sentence, you can use only one relative pronoun, and that is that. Okay, I hope now this rule is clear to you. But if you have any queries or any doubts regarding this video, do not forget to mention that in the comment section, and I will reply for sure. Thank you very much for watching the video.